Welcome back to Character Select. My name is Dave, and with me today is Kinathis as we get ready for a mega episode of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
We're gonna go and gather every item that we can get.
Every single one. We have 69% of the items, which means that there are 31 items to get. Most of those are missile expansions. There's 18 missile expansions that we're missing.
And 4 energy tanks, and I think 8
power bomb expansions.
Power bombs. Are you sure it's 8? How many? Wait. How many power bombs do you have? We started out with 2, right?
Right, and I have 4 now, and it's 1 per bomb or expansion.
So we have 6 left.
Okay, so then we're missing 2 more fucking... I don't know. We'll try and grab everything.
I don't know. I mean, there was that one scan that you fucking didn't get.
Scans don't count for item collection, though.
Is that... Okay.
I'm going
you got
to
all the beam expansions, right? On the background? On the back burner? Okay.
Yeah, I got all the... Oh, so, as you saw in either the last episode or the quick shot to the beginning of this one, the intro to this one, I got all of the keys and some of the some additional stuff, so I have all of the weapon ammo expansions. That's fine. Nobody cares about that.
I see that. 250.
I also grabbed an energy tank and some missile expansions that just happened to be where I was. Where the fuck am I going? I
don't know. I haven't directed you to anywhere yet, so...
I know. I'm trying to get to the fucking Agon Wastes here. Jesus.
Why Agon Wastes? Why are you start? Well, I guess it doesn't matter where we start.
No, we got to start somewhere. So we're gonna try and get everything so that we can get the super secret 30-second ending.
Super secret 30-second ending. Not the perfect ending because we can't get that one because we fucked up.
The perfect ending is getting 100% of items. There's no special...
Is it?
Yeah. There's nothing for getting 100%
all the items and all the scans.
Nope. All the items only.
I would like to point... Okay, so I'm going to point out another reason I like this. I like the light suit is because... You know, never mind.
No, go for it. Say it.
No.
Are you going to say Samus has a great butt? Because she does.
Yes.
God damn, she has the best butt.
Especially in the light suit, because... It's
booty,
good.
booty. Sorry, we're objectifying women, but...
Yep.
I mean, it's okay because we think she's a badass, I guess? I don't know if it's actually okay.
Is. Well... No, it's fine.
So there's something here, because we need the sonic visor to do this. I kind of started to do this off screen too.
If you find Samus to be an attractive lady, because she is a career woman, she is successful, intelligent, and she's also beautiful.
Let's just go ahead and say that it's okay to find Samus
it's an energy
attractive.
Tank.
Period. So you can you can do this as soon as you get the sonic visor, but you can't actually get it until you have the screw attack. So that's dumb.
Yeah, that's a thing we have. And
Yay!
Yeah, that's one energy tank.
Hooray!
And I don't remember which one that is. So we're in the Agon Waste, so we should find out where it's
we're in the mining plaza. I just grabbed the thing in the mining plaza.
Let's ignore that stuff. Energy tanks. We're in the mining mining plaza, you said?
Yep.
Mining plaza. There is one in the Agon Wastes mine shaft. There is one in the bioenergy production. And there was another energy tank in...
There's a door over here that we haven't been in. I'm going to go to it.
There's a door?
Yeah. There's a room that we haven't been in. So we're going to
Maybe that's a room with a thing in it.
We're going to have fun and cut this episode so that hopefully it's not too long.
So is it going to be like a fast... thing we didn't go in this room?
No, it's not this room. I went the wrong way, but...
Like a fast forward...
I don't know if it's going to be a fast forward or just jump cuts or what, but see, there's one right there. I don't know what's in it.
Station. Who knows? Maybe it's an upgrade. It's probably an upgrade.
I think the last time. I think the last time we came through here, we didn't have the light beam. Oh, I can't actually get to it. Great. That's super not frustrating, game. Thanks. Wait, maybe I can.
You can. I don't think you can. No, I'm pretty sure you cannot. That's not. There's nothing there. There's nothing there, Dave.
But there's a thing on the freaking map right there.
It's beneath you.
Oh, well, I can get there. I can't get there. Yes, I can.
It is that room that you literally just came from.
Fucker.
It's also not connected to anything, so you're gonna have to go around.
Alright, so that means getting to portal access, so we're gonna go through fucking over here. Great.
Oops. So, wait. I was gonna say something, but now I can't remember.
You had a story that you wanted to tell. Apparently you really want to tell it.
The last time I told a story, it was about how I'm totally not racist. Because some guy claimed I was being racist in order to try and avoid getting kicked out of the building or where I work.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Anyway, so again, this is another story of customer being a shit.
Just a straight shit.
This is just straight shit. Like, there's nothing here. There's just shit. Person being asshole. Like, really major asshole. And that's basically the summary of this. I basically don't have to say anything, but I could elaborate.
Feel free, I got nothing but time here.
I mean, that's true. Okay, so it starts like not last week, the week before last week.
Oh, is this a multiple day story?
Yes, there are.
Oh boy!
There's an arc to this.
Oh god!
With multiple seasons and chapters in it.
Oh my god!
Yes. So, what happened was a couple weeks ago, some people came into the building, and like we had, there are rules to going to like being a customer in Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Like things like it's a lot of simple stuff. I mean, we asked of the customers, try not to make a mess, don't loiter.
Maybe don't go behind the counter. Don't ask if you can lick the dough batter. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but
don't do any of those things. Don't sleep. Okay. Let me pause my story. That's a big one right there. Is don't sleep. You are not allowed to take a nap or sleep in the building. Stop doing that. I have to wake you up. It's annoying for me. It is a waste of my time. And I have to feel like I'm an asshole because I have to bother
enforce
these
corporate
people.
Policy.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, but I mean, it's not a huge thing to ask, but you'd be surprised how many times a week I have to shake somebody awake and say, hey, you can't sleep in here.
Right.
I give them one warning. I say, don't sleep. You can't sleep in here. People are not allowed to sleep in this building. And then I leave them alone. And if I catch them sleeping again, I tell them to get out. All right, you gotta leave now.
Right.
I gave you your one warning. So that's that. Anyway, this couple, there it is. Yep,
yay!
Yay! So anyway, this couple comes in, and I immediately, I've worked in service for about 8 years.
And you can read people.
Oh yeah. I know, I can, as soon as I lay my eyes on somebody, I know they're shit.
Well,
I can almost 100% read your body language and your appearance,
and know that you're trying to get away with something.
Going to be a problem.
Yeah, okay. I agree.
I can tell that these two are going to be a problem. Mainly, this one's very obvious. It's not subtle at all. One of them is carrying something being hidden under a coat in his arms. Like, he's clearly carrying something of mass into the building.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a dog. And as you can imagine,
animals are not allowed in eating establishments.
You are not allowed to bring your dog unless
it's
a medical service dog.
Yeah.
And that is or if you're going to leave immediately. Like, if you're just coming in to get something and get like a coffee and then leave, it's fine. Okay, that's not a big deal. Okay, but you can't stay with the dog. You can't stay with them in the building. So what happens is I have to, like, I see it, I clearly know what's going on. I wait until there's no longer a lineup of customers that I have to talk to and serve. So I go over and I just politely say, "Excuse me, sir, you can't bring your dog into the building, okay?" And he looks at me there pauses for a moment, for just a few, just like a fraction of a second, and then like it's a service dog. It's my friend's anxiety dog. I'm like, I've never heard of an anxiety dog. I've heard of animals
Sadly, I have, but continue.
I've heard of animals that can be like for seizures or something, or I don't fucking know, but anxiety? I mean, you say that that's a thing, but so I'll believe you. But like, I'm running off of the way I'm reading these people. I'm like, I don't really believe that.
But at the same time...
But I also ask to see the identification, because it's not. It's a very small. It's a small dog. It's like a Yorkshire Terrier or something.
Right.
I think that's what it's called. I can't remember.
So, and again, at this point, we should reiterate: you're just doing your job.
Exactly. I'm just doing my job. I'm doing nothing but enforcing the rules that I have been taught to enforce, and that is it. I'm not being an asshole about this. So,
damn it.
The lady comes in, and I talk to her about it, and then she just starts to fucking sob in front of me, and she's bleeding. Like she's actually bleeding and crying, and just like, oh gee, okay.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Are you saying bleeding as in drawing blood, or bleating?
Bleeding, like blood.
Blood from where?
Her chin.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Well, one of them said that she says she fell. They said that she fell down off of her bike, and they did come in on bikes. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay.
Maybe legitimate.
So I'm like, okay. You know what? Fine. I'll let this slide this time, okay? And of course, I mean, this is after they said I can't. This is after they've said I can't find my ID. I can't find the dog's identification, which of course they can't, because there doesn't exist. So I'm like, you know what? You're bleeding. You're sobbing. This is becoming a problem.
You're making a scene.
You're making a bit of a scene. I will let this slide this one time. So I let her go, under the pretense that this is a service dog. That is, you have claimed you just can't find your ID, and I don't want to deal with this for any longer because I've got stuff to do.
Right.
So I keep an eye. So I do that. She goes into the bathroom, cleans up, and goes and sits down with her dog, and she's holding the dog, which is like, okay, fine, whatever. So it's just like, and I'm at the till, and I'm just like, I can see them from the till, so I'm just very passively paying attention to them.
Yeah.
So they're there for like a total of 2. Well, one of them is there for an hour.
Oh God.
The guy who she's with leaves after about an hour with the dog. Takes the anxiety dog and just goes away. Like, leaves the building on his bike. Just gone.
How's that anxiety, man?
So, yeah, when the lady's about to leave and she needs to use the bathroom again, I hold the door and I don't open it, the bathroom door, and I look at her and ask her about her anxiety dog and where did it go? You should have your anxiety dog. If you have a medical dog, it shouldn't leave your side.
Right.
And she tries to make some excuse about the guy, and just like, tell her, if you want that dog in this building again, you had better bring your identification for it.
Right.
And that was it.
Oh, hey, the session just crashed. Great.
Oh, well, that's just great.
Well, let's try setting this up again. Continue. All right, we're doing fine.
So, That was it, and that was the extent of the conversation. That's chapter 1.
Oh God.
Chapter 2 of this is
when they inevitably return with the dog and no service ID.
No. Chapter 2, let's see, was last Friday. No, wait. Not last Friday. So the dog incident happened on Monday, 2 weeks ago. This second part happened...
I don't know where this goes.
Not the Friday that just happened, but the Friday before.
Okay.
So it was the same week, but at the end of the week. And I'm just leaving work. Wait, was it? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to recall. Oh no! Wait, no. It was this was in fact the next. Okay. I've figured it out.
Okay.
This was the next week, and it happened earlier in the week. I think it was Tuesday. I was baking, and my shift was just finished at like 2. I got to go home a little early because I had to start early because of a problem there was unrelated to this about the bathrooms. It was a bad time. I had to clean the bathrooms, but I had to start early and clean the bathroom. It was not good. Bad time. So is there another meeting? Is there a meeting? Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the next meeting.
Oh my God! This fucking boost ball freaking thing.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck you.
But
yeah, continue.
All right, there we go. I'm back in the meeting. Oh, you're having a fun time with that.
There we go.
So,
whew. All right.
Anyway, so I get off work, and I'm kind of happy that I get to go home a little early, despite what I had to do at the beginning of the shift. And then he comes back. He rolls up. No, he rolls up behind me on his bike.
Oh, okay.
And gets my attention.
Why?
And then he fucking follows me all the way to where the loading docks are, and the entire time he is screaming at me about disrespecting his woman, and how he'll beat the shit out of me, and how he's trying to get me to provoke a fight out of me. Like,
okay.
and I stop at where the dockmaster is, and I just stand there with the guy, as this guy is like 20 feet away from me, just hollering, and he throws his bike down and tries to just curse me out, and he's just trying to provoke some kind of response. Right. But I'm not saying anything. I'm just standing there staring at him. I kind of provoke him a little bit in my silence, and just, smile at him and wave at him. Just, be a smarmy little shit to this guy.
Hi. Why wouldn't you be?
I know, right? Because this guy's being just a fucking asshole, and for no reason at all. So that happens. So I make sure to tell my managers and the security that this guy threatened me with bodily harm and stuff. And the dockmaster of the building was right there with me and saw the whole thing happen. And that was that. And so the lady comes in once or twice again, and they're just staying there for hours, and they don't look very nice. And so the manager gets a little like, I kind of want these people out of here. So they call security and try to get them to leave, but they don't leave. And then the security calls the police, and just because they can't really do anything really. Right. So they pass the buck up to someone who might be able to do something, but they're there for like another hour before the police show up, and they're already gone by then. And then I have to explain to the police about what happened, and that about the guy who was with her sometimes that was threatening me. So I have to have this whole conversation again.
Delightful.
So fast forward again to Friday now, because this happened on a Tuesday, and now it's Friday, the Friday that just happened.
We're recording this on a Monday, so this is basically 4 days ago, is what Kinathis is saying.
Yes, this Chapter 3 happened 4 days ago.
Oh my god.
So it was an okay day. The guy was outside a whole bunch. I noticed him when I was having to substitute the baking so that hey, that's a locked door.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I don't think that's how I was supposed to do that, but
probably not. You were probably supposed to use something else, but
I didn't set these fires, for the record. It's not me.
So anyway, I'm substituting the baking because the regular baker of the day is doing the delivery, is putting away all the inventory. So right. I'm stepping in for him and doing all the stuff. That is when I noticed the guy outside on the bench, just outside with his bike and a buddy, one of his friends or something, or I don't know what they are.
Right.
And they're outside, and he recognizes me obviously because he makes a bunch of rude gestures. And once he came up to the door, poked his head in, and just fucking screamed something. And I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't hear what it was. I can guess what it was.
It probably wasn't nice. Guess. Let's put it that way.
Probably not. So I point him out to hey, that is the guy who chased me and threatened me. That is him right there. To the other baker, that's him? Really? I have to deal with that guy all the time on the weekends. He's such a shit. I've had problems with him. He's such a fucking druggie. Stuff like that.
Right.
So it's
I don't know what
that's not so.
Oh, I'm supposed to do it this way.
Yes, that's
Fuck
how
it.
you were supposed.
I did it. Who cares? Moving on.
So that's what that is, and I don't remember exactly what happened. I had been having a bad feeling that week, dreading seeing this guy again because we called the security on his quote woman with a dog. She didn't bring her dog. That was the person who we had to call security for, and the police showed up and stuff like that. That was her. So I'm thinking, God, did she fucking talk to him about that shit? Is that gonna fall back onto me? So anyway, what happens later is, we didn't call security. I'm pointing this out. We did not call security on him on Friday. On Friday morning, we did not do that. But security showed up anyway. And I flagged down the security guy because I hadn't talked to them personally about this problem I had with him. And then because he was just passing by doing his rounds. I remember he does the same rounds every day, so I knew when he was going to be around. So I just poked my head out and pointed at the guy and explained basically chapters 1 and 2 to this guy.
Right.
And he was like, okay, that's fine. We've been having some problems. They tell me that they've been having problems with him too, and that the RCMP has actually been, checking this guy out. Oh, yeah, I know, right? I'm surprised. Oh, really? Oh, that's great. So they're, they say that the guy's apparently been out there all day talking to people and trying to sell power tools, from the bench. What? Just okay, that's weird. So eventually, there's 2 security guards have to deal with this, and I watch them come from either side of the guy and surround him and get him to go. Eventually, they leave. Him and his 2 buddies go.
Okay.
And I don't see them for the rest of the day. I don't see them the rest of the day until, again, right when I'm leaving the building. Which makes me think,
they're waiting for somebody?
Are they waiting for one of us? Do they know when I am going? Do they know my schedule? Do they know when I leave the building?
Yeah, at this point, paranoia is probably a reasonable response.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
So I walk out the building and I turn to go down the street. I always go to I just like walk like 40 feet, cross the road to the bus station. I take the same route every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I walk out and I turn to just go down the street to the crosswalk, and I look up and I fucking meet his eyes like 30 feet away. I see them, I make eye contact, and he just gives me this smile. And I just so I just turn the fuck around and start walking the other way, like,
Nope.
I'm not going that way. So, and I'm walking.
Hey, look, we unlocked a special ending.
Yay!
It's not the special ending because there's another one.
Yeah.
Continue.
So I'm walking, and I just look behind myself, and I see that they've just gone right past the Tim Hortons, and they are just like 20 feet behind me.
Oh, that's kind of creepy, actually.
Yeah. So I'm just walking, and now I'm passing like the hotel that's next door, that's nearby, and I look to my side, and there's one of them on their bike, like 5 feet away, just watching me. So I turn, and I don't even go for the bus stop. I head into the bus stop across the street. I head into the crowd that's at the bus loop under the mall. There's like fucking like 300 people. So I fucking duck into the crowd, and I head for the escalators, and I head up, and I turn when I'm on the escalator, and I turn around, and I just fucking see one of them just staring me down from the bottom of the escalator, watching me.
Yeah, that's
and I'm just
not
like,
cool.
Fucking fuck. So I duck into an A&W and fish out my phone and stuff. So I'm just sitting in there for a minute. Then I leave, and I circle back around using one of the elevated walkways around the mall.
Right.
And I'm looking around trying to spot these motherfuckers from the walkway, and I don't see them anymore. I don't see them, but I go and I find I go into the adjoining shopping center next to the mall, and I'm just looking around, and I see a security guard on the ground outside. I'm like, oh fuck, I am gonna fucking report this, because no, I'm not dealing with this shit. Hey, did you get the thing?
I did get the thing.
Hey, it's the thing.
Your story has gone so long, and I'm totally into this, by the way. But your story has gone so long that I got the fucking Sonic Boom.
Nice. Not a very well-named attack, honestly.
Well, let's just show everybody what this does. So, where's that Metroid? There you are.
A reality-shattering explode.
That just broke the world.
It is, in fact, a crack in reality that you make, because you are mixing light and dark energy together in some kind of horrible
plus explosions, because that always goes well.
Yes. Yeah. It really shouldn't be called a Sonic Boom, but whatever.
Yeah, well.
Anyway. So I see the security guard walking down in the square underneath me. I'm like, oh, shit, fuck. I'm gonna fucking report this crap. I'm not putting up with this. I'm not going to be afraid to leave my workplace.
Right.
Fuck that. So I run down some flights of stairs, and I catch the guy, because this was actually I recognize that this is one of the guys that was talking to these people earlier. And I go and report to this. So I run up to this guy, and just I ask him if I can hang out with him for a little while, and then I explain that these guys had shown up after these guys that they had chased off had shown up at my workplace, like at the exact moment that I was coming out of work again. Like this is the second time that this guy has shown up at my workplace just as I'm coming out of work. And so he tells me, okay, he leads me into the Starbucks and tells me to just sit down and stay here for a little bit, okay? And so I'm like there, and I phone my workplace, which is in all honesty, like a 2-minute walk from the Starbucks. It's literally just fucking
Right,
like
it's
100
right
feet.
there.
It's right next. It's like 2 stores down, basically.
Right.
And I tell them that these guys fucking came for me again, and they followed me like all the way to the A&W at the end of the at like a block and a half away. They fucking followed me all the way up there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, and we're just like, I told them they agreed that we need to fucking call the police if these people show up again. Like they're like clearly intimidating the employees of our employees now. Like they're actually like really harassing us now.
Jesus, this got real dramatic real fast. By the way,
that was chapter 3 of my story.
Oh my God, there's more chapters?
No, there isn't yet. There is not yet more.
Right, because this happened 4 days ago.
That happened 4 days ago, and I was on, and it was Friday, which is actually Friday for me. So I had the weekend, and today was the start of a new week. And I didn't see him at all today, and I was keeping a watch. Like, I was watching the whole day just to see if I would see this motherfucker again. Because I reported this to my manager, who left work basically maybe 5 minutes after I had left on Friday. Mm-hmm. And she also works Monday to Fridays. So she wasn't in on Saturday or Sunday, so she didn't get told about this. Right. So I told this to her, and it was news. And she's like, "Oh," she didn't take kindly to it. And she said that, "Okay, all right, we're gonna fish through the security camera footage and get this guy's face, and then we're gonna call the police, and we're gonna file for some kind of restraining order against this guy to keep him to forbid him within spitting distance of the building or its employees."
And again,
this guy clearly, I didn't fucking do anything to this guy.
We should point out that all you did was tell him, "You can't bring a dog in here," by the way.
Yes, that is all I fucking did. I mean, I guarantee that he believes we called security on him to get him kicked off in front of the front.
Whoa!
What?
That killed all 3 of them, and I was only aiming at 1. Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. All right.
So yeah, it's we didn't, but it was just a coincidence that the security guards had shown up when I had talked to the guy.
Right.
Talked to the security guard because I knew he was coming by at this time of day. It was just a coincidence that they were coming for him already.
I mean, to be fair, if somebody is coming for you, and you think that the person that you're...
It just so happened that it was happening in front of our, 5 feet from our front door, that he had just decided to set up shop in front of our store. So of course he assumes we called security.
Of course he does.
Which, I mean, is probably a safe guess. If you're going to doing shady stuff outside of a store, you probably expect the store to call somebody about you. Yeah. But we didn't do it.
Yeah, they take those no soliciting tags kind of legit.
Anyway, I didn't. I've done nothing to wrong this guy. All I did was tell them that they can't bring their fucking dog in the building, and told them if they want it, they have to bring their fucking ID that doesn't exist.
Oh my God.
Which I didn't say that last part. I didn't say that it doesn't exist. I didn't say that.
Well, no, because you're not an asshole.
Yes.
I mean, I would.
But anyway.
But I am an asshole.
Anyway, so that's it. That's my story. That is what is happening at my workplace right now. That there's this motherfucker that is fucking harassing us and is stalking our employee. Me specifically. I'm the focal point of his hatred for some reason.
Because he's a dingus.
Because I was the one who initiated the problem, apparently.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
All right, you know what? We're going to call that an episode. Next time on Character Select, hopefully Kinathis is not stalked by a psycho with a fucking grudge.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Kinathis, I think I got all of the stuff in the Aegon waste, but honestly, it was kind of hard to keep track of what I was doing. That was a good story. Oh boy.
Jeez.